With me shooting in the gym.
What's going on, folks?
Yes!
Welcome back to the No Home Thoughts Podcast. We're your hosts, Brown.
It's Brown.
And on today's episode, we're going to speak on, I had a question for you. Brown, if you was in a fight and you got jumped, and maybe at the corner of your eye, you see one of your homies, your friends. Matter of fact, like what happened with Tupac on Juice. And even though he ended up getting jumped and he bounced on you, what happens next? You continue that friendship?
Yeah, I would continue the friendship because everybody not fighters.
No matter how you end up.
Okay. Some people you expect to help you.
Right.
Some people you already know they're your friends for different reasons. Maybe, they had the newest video game, back in, I'm not getting jumped down at my age now. You might not worry about me, but you got kids, well, when we were kids, young teenagers, you had people that you was just friends with because of like their toys or their games or, that was just a friend to have. So you be out of trouble or something, or you probably like their sister, who knows. Expect them to help you when you get jumped? Nah, I don't think, everybody just not held accountable for every single thing that happened. So for instance, I was jumped back when I was 14. And the kid actually, he was at the time, he was my best friend. And when I got punched in the face, and when I got punched in the face, the guy actually, he hit me. We squared up, I stole him back. And, of course in the mix, another dude came out of nowhere, and when I tell you out of nowhere, that man rocked my jaw. Oh my God. I ain't never been hit like that before in my entire life.
Now he didn't Kanye West you, did he?
What's a Kanye West?
Like, John was a wire.
Oh no.
Okay. The way you said he rocked my jaw.
No, he rocked my jaw.
Did you stumble?
Yeah, I definitely stumbled. No, I ain't fall. Okay. I ain't fall. I stumbled. He left like a little bump on my eye, like underneath. And my bull at the time was with me.
Hold on, at the time?
Yeah, at the time it happened. It was 3 of them.
So you're not your bull no more?
Not because of that fight.
Okay.
We cool. I'm not, but you just, life goes on.
You grow apart for some people.
Yeah, so I was a little upset because once the bull hit me, and we squaring up, I'm not expecting nobody to hit me, because you focusing on the person that's what's in front of you. You know what I mean? I wasn't really paying attention to them as a whole, but I got stole. So we walked away. And my bull at the time was like, I didn't want them to know that I was with you. I'm like, damn. If that wasn't like the worst response ever. But so pretty much he didn't want to seem like he was part of the mix. I told a couple people that's from my hood. They're like, oh man, you want to go back up there? I'm like, come on, man. What's the odds of you seeing them again? Like, you know, like that wasn't a neighborhood. It was an area because there was no houses right there. So it was like, what's the chances that you're gonna see like those people again? I mean, if we see,
I can't hold it in. I'm sorry, I've been trying to hold it in this whole time. I'm struggling. I don't know, boy. He probably a cool dude. That was years ago. Come on, man. You're not about. I didn't want them to know I was with you.
I swear to God, that's exactly what he said. He said, I didn't want them to know that I was with you. I swear to God.
I'm
can't make this up.
I'm gonna have to say no. I'm gonna have to say no. And not only am I gonna have to say no, if any of my homies out there, like I don't know. I don't expect to get jumped at 34 either. But
yeah, it can happen.
Let's make it a scenario. All my friends out there, if you ever see this, if you see me get jumped, don't say nothing to me then. Cause if you see me get jumped and say, I ain't want them dudes to know I was with you, we fight. We fighting right then and there. Because I'd rather you not say nothing to me at all. Because I get you didn't want them to see that I was with you. That's why you walked away.
Even at the age that you are right now, instead of just cutting them off,
they get cut off. Like that's
but you still. I mean, even at this age right now, you still want a fair one.
And no, it's not gonna be a fair one. I'm still in them. When I see it, I'm still in them. Like as soon as they tell me, I ain't want them to know. Because now you don't like it. Because it's different. You'd have been over my crib. I done invited you to this. Yeah. We done broke bread. Our kids done played with each other. Yo, I ain't want them to know. Especially we too old now. I ain't want them to know I was with you, or you was with me, or however it was.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, like that's why, it's best or it's easier to hang by myself. Like, because you got yourself. I mean, you know that you got yourself. It's either you gonna run.
You're not gonna join in and start punching yourself in the face.
Yeah. So I mean, but when you know, it's not like everybody that know who I'm talking about. They know he was already scary. Like it's not like
I get that.
So it's my fault.
I get it.
I blame it on myself.
But at the same time, at some point in time, even if you scary. Like, what is going on in your head while you see me getting punched? I'm not saying your situation, but you see me getting punched and kicked and stomped and all that. What is going through your head at that point in time?
I'm being honest, man. He ducked his head and, cause I watched him, he ducked his head and kept walking.
Like, man.
But you know what was crazy?
Bron must have did some grimy shit. That's what he was thinking? Bron deserved that. He rationalized it in his head, man. I don't know what Bron did to piss them off, but.
And you know what's so crazy about that?
Be mad at me too.
You know what's so crazy? Me and that dude that ran on me, we end up fighting, like a fist fight. But
hold up, he can fight you.
Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? He gonna see this video. I mean, because I'm gonna post it on Facebook. I mean,
Hold on, who provoked the fight?
Well, okay. I'm gonna let you decide. We was walking, and like how the lines are, like on a concrete, I was tight roping it, and me and the dude brushed, and he said, "Yo, man," I said, "Man, what the fuck?" Like that. So it was just kind of like we both. I don't know if he was paying attention. Or if he intentionally did it, I don't know.
Y'all was walking with each other though.
Oh, I know. I'm talking about like those guys was walking towards me,
okay,
and we was walking, towards them, and I wasn't even paying attention, like in a sense. At that time, 14, there was no cell phones or anything, but I was just like kind of like looking at the cracks, and we was just talking, man. My boy at the time, and. That's what happened. He was just like, oh, I'm like, yo, what's up? They walked away. And when they walked away, they was like, I'm gonna say about 10 feet away. and he ran back up. Like, well, he went. They was all the way down there 10 feet away, and then he came back and he was like, "Yo," and my spidey senses didn't go off. I was definitely moving slow at that time, and he was like, "Yo, you got a problem?" Well, we got a problem. He stole me. Bang. I was like, "Oh." He came with like an uppercut. Like,
who did this?
Who?
You said your boy that was the boy who used to be your boy was the one who uppercut you?
No. He was just there. He didn't uppercut nothing, man.
Okay, it gets deeper. All right.
Yeah. No, I'm just talking about the people that I was going up against. I'm just saying, like, that's how the whole thing happened. And when he kind of like, it was like an up. I mean, it wasn't nothing that, you know what I mean? It was nothing. Like, if you can't hurt somebody with your first punch, you're a chump. I mean, I ain't stumbled. He ain't even mark. He ain't make me bleed. Nothing. He ain't make me bend over. Like, anytime you throw the first punch.
I thought you said you and your boy got into a fight afterwards.
No. I'm gonna break that down, but I was just giving you more detail with that. So that's what happened with that. So at the crib, okay. So we was I actually had a cast on my leg at the time, right? So we was all over. It was 4 of us, and we was just drumming on the table. We thought we was rappers and all that, doing all that dumb stuff. So what happened was, my man, like, we always do dumb stuff. We 14, 15 years old. He slapped one of the boys in the head, like, ah, like kind of like slap boxing, like, ah. Yeah. So the boy was like, come on, man, I'm not playing. Then my other homie did it. Ha! So I'm left. You know what I mean? Ha! He got serious with me. Oh, come on, man. I was like, damn. Everybody else did it. Yeah, I think it was. But that cast made me beat his ass. And I'm not gonna make this up. You know what I mean? So when we got in the fight, I couldn't stand up. So I took. I'm not lying. Anything that I say, we can verify anything that I say. I took his head and threw it right into the wall. I grabbed his head and I smashed it right in the wall. He bounced back. I was like, damn. And threw like a 2-piece. I said, ah. I was like, ah. He ain't hit me. It was close though. I came back and I choked him and he couldn't move. But
this was after.
Yeah, this was after. Yep, after the jump.
Man, I'd have been even more heated.
Yeah, and what was so crazy, it was probably about a year later after that jump, and I brought it up in the fight.
I was just about to say. I was waiting outside. Oh, so you gonna put you in?
I said, I've been supposed to give you this. Remember I got jumped? I was like, look, I killed you. And I'm like, damn, you never think, you would never know that you over something until you're faced with that situation. Because like you said, you're going to swing on me. But where was the swinging at when we was out there with them boys? It was 3 of them. Thank God the third one didn't do nothing. Shout out to the third man that didn't punch me in the face, man. You know what I mean? But he you just got to know who you. It's just like when we talk about 6ix9ine. You shouldn't be doing things around him, no criminal activity.
Yeah, but
because
that's another cutoff though. Like people saying that there's a lot of people in the industry now. I mean, some people still mess with him, 6ix9ine. Nicki Minaj. But people saying, yo, we could have been cool at one point, but he cut off now. Once he snitched, he cut off.
Well, see, it's just I don't see like certain like when you wrong me, like getting jumped to me is like it's bad. You know what I mean when it comes to a fist fight, and depending on who the person, and they don't help. Like if I know your character, if you one of those type of guys, be like, oh man, it ain't going down like that, and then something happened. This dude was
all right, but still.
Like, so it's my fault. Like, you should not
Okay,
be.
so what if I see you get jumped?
You're cut.
But I've never rah.
You just did.
What?
At the start of this tape.
What?
You was like, oh no, it ain't gonna happen like that. No.
No, I said, what? I said I would cut him off.
No, I'm just, well, no, you ain't say rah stuff as in, if your friend get jumped, you was more so talking about yourself, but I'm just saying, you talking about fighting is good enough.
Okay, now I'm just asking.
No, he never talked about fighting. Like fighting it's not in his world. Like, you know, I know, like, a lot of people might say, like, hey man, you crazy. Nah, I mean, sometimes you just gotta understand who you hanging with.
True.
If you know that they wouldn't fight, it's just like, I mean, like when we talk about like Martin, I'm not about to sit here and ask you, did you? I know what you, like, I know you didn't watch it.
I did not watch it.
And that's fine. I mean, now I know. So if it's a question for me to live or die, I'm not gonna call you to ask you, did you see this Martin episode? That's fine. So that particular friend, I know that it sounds weird, but at the same time, I expect him to do what he used to doing.
I'm cutting him off immediately.
I ain't cut him off, but it never been the same. And I didn't cut him off, but it never been the same.
So you almost cut him off.
No, I wouldn't have. Like if he.
No, I'm saying like it wasn't the same from that point on, or later on down the line.
No, it wasn't. It was that point on. It was bad.
Yeah,
I mean, we still like hung together, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? It wasn't. It just wasn't the same. And I just know that, you know what I mean, he wasn't
the guy for you if something went down.
Yeah. Now I got like some people that, I mean, I know they might be swing. They might do something before I even bat my eyes. And there been times that people that stood on my side. I remember one time we was at the basketball court, right? We was in like Drexel. We was playing, and it's like 4 courts. So how it work is you win, you go to the next court, and then you go to the championship court. And you gotta, stay there. But the thing about it is you have to come with your 4. It's 4 and 4. You have to come with your 4.
Full court?
No, it's a half court game. So, it's just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you make it now we made it to the fourth court. So of course, if you make it to the 4th court, you know the level of competition that you're going to. I mean, because they obviously they ran the tables like we did. So I was thinking this white guy, he was running around picks crazy. I mean, I never played in a half court game. They running fucking double picks. I'm like, what is this? I've never seen nothing like it. So I don't play that. Like you don't run off the picks with me. I get physical. I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
I've been the same way all my life. Everybody that played basketball with me know you set a pick, you will pay. You set a pick on me. So I was fighting through the picks in their head. That's what I was doing. But I'm doing football plays to get through picks. So I was like gripping the, like just getting physical. The white boy pushed me. I was like, come on, man.
As he should.
Yeah, as he should. But he shouldn't have. The guy that I just met that day got right in that white boy behind. I didn't even have to do anything. He gripped him right up. I'm talking about, it was like a bang bang, just like that. He pushed me, the bull gripped him up. I was like, damn. It was like, ooh. Wow. He reacted fast and I didn't even know. I didn't even know.
You should have had him that day when you was 14.
I know.
You and him would have beat your old friend up and those 3 dudes.
I know. I mean these days,
yeah, these days.
those punches are gonna hurt now, you know what I mean? I was glad that, when he hit me, man, I stumbled. Like I was like, man, that was a hard hit. But it didn't. It just left like a little dot in my eye. And you know, I ain't missed nothing. Still came outside. Still did all that. I mean, it didn't bother me. I didn't care. I lost some. I won some. It's okay.
Yeah. Except for I got no problem losing. I just got a huge problem losing with any friend around, no matter if you're a fighter or not. Cause I got relatives who aren't fighters. But if something's happening to me and I see them, they cut off. They cut off. Unless they female, they cut off. Like none of my brothers could ever. When I say cut off, I mean you're dead. You're dead.
Wow.
Hey, what's up, Heem? I'm walking past you like you're a ghost.
Wow.
And matter of fact, like I better not. You ain't allowed. If you left something a year ago over my crib, don't step on the porch. Don't step on the steps. Like no, you stay right there. You're not even allowed. That's the only time I'm gonna talk to you is to tell you not to talk to me. Yo, what's going on, man? Why you talking to me?
Well, it is different when it comes to brothers.
That's how, like,
It's different.
Any of my friends, if they don't think that they like a brother to me, then and they watch me get jumped or something like that, all right, we ain't ever got to speak again. Ever.
Oh man, I got jumped a couple other times, but I mean, I ain't had friends around. I mean, I got jumped quite a few times.
That's got to be a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
Like to see what you consider. It's like drowning. You see a life raft and it floats away in the other direction.
Right.
Like, damn. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it.
Well,
and especially to add insult to injury, I ain't want them to cut.
I know that's what. That mean I was like, why did you say that?
Why would you even tell me that?
And I told him that. I said, why did you say that? Like,
I'd rather you walk up to me and be like, that was the moment I realized we weren't friends when he started whooping your ass. Not saying you get your ass whooped, I'm just saying.
I was getting my ass whooped.
Raheem, when they started whooping your ass, that's when I realized I wasn't your friend no more. All right, cool. That's basically what you said to me. I ain't want them to know I was with you.
I was like, out of all things, like that was something that you should like. Come on, man, damn. Like you leaving me no other choice but to slap you. Like you leaving me that no other choice but to slap you and come back with it. Like, psh, psh. I mean, it was bad. I got jumped before. These bulls, they used to beat my. Every time I went to the store, they beat me up. I'm like, oh my God. So I tell my man, I said, yo. They keep rolling on me. I was like, yo, we can't, he was like, all right, no, I got you. It seemed like when you go get the help, they don't want to jump you no more. So I went again.
It's always like that. It's always like that. As soon as you go get somebody, that's when it all, like, that's what I hated, going down somewhere by myself.
Yeah.
And then you get all those dirty looks from everybody in the neighborhood.
The moment.
And they start mumbling stuff to you, like, yeah, go ball, whatever. Come back with somebody, what would you say? Oh no, I ain't say that again.
Oh man, oh my God. So they
as soon as they catch you after that,
they
by yourself.
So they proceeded to beat me up. And you know what I mean, you know, you throw your punches, you grab some, you slide some, you know what I mean? Like you pretty much trying to protect yourself, like more so your face or whatever. So I picked up this, it was a plastic bat. I don't know if y'all remember the long, skinny ones, the yellow ones.
The football bat?
Oh my God. Picked up one of them. I went across the board. I'm good with that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm real good with that. Like picking up something and I will bust you in the head with it. Like, I'm real good at that. And I found it, I seen it while we was in the mix. Hit him. Bam! And it was cold outside.
Was that the end of the fight?
That was the very end of the fight. That stopped right there. They kind of like, John Dog was like, yo, we're gonna fuck him up. What? We're gonna come back. We're gonna get him. I was like, phew.
They fought you again after that?
Yeah. But the one time, as soon as I seen him, I just stole the oldest one. It ain't matter. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the times, like me growing up, and I'm always by myself, even to this day. You know what I mean? You gonna see me. You'll see me with, you know what I mean, with the family, doing family things, or, you know. So, I mean, it's you know, it's a little different now. So,
A lot different.
it's a whole lot different. I mean, you know, it's a little older, a little bit more wisdom or whatever, but, you know, and I moved totally different. But back then, it was always like that. You know what I mean? Get jumped, boom, boom, boom. I ain't never get no, like, nothing like.
Yeah, because I remember a few times, like, yo, bro, go to this place with me. You was like, nah, I'm not going there.
Yeah, nah.
I might got some enemies around there. And I used to go, man, get out of here, nobody. Nah, bro.
I'm good for that. Like, they'll tell you, like, I don't go to no clubs that it's only one door.
Yeah, you was like, that's a one. It's blah, 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 blah. You was like, that's a one way in, one way out.
One way in, one way in.
Yeah, don't
You're
worry
not
about
gonna
me.
get me in there.
Don't worry about me with that. I'm like, oh, but nah, don't worry about it.
I go in there, but it can't be security.
Yeah.
Or they not patting down. You know what I mean? I go in there. I mean, those are my rules. But the moment now, and I have been in places because people had parties and you gotta show them some respect and some love. So you kind of like dip in there and then you dip out.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't trying to go. I'm telling you that. Like, I ain't trying to go in there. But I do it just for the love. You know what I mean? So for the most part,
Right.
Cool. I would just say that, you know, just choose your friends wisely.
Yeah, definitely. That's a lesson anybody from 8 to 80, from you know how old you are.
Yeah,
choose your friends wisely, because
because
it could come back to bite you in the behind.
And that's kind of good. Like, we can even talk about, go further. Like, you really don't know what a person is capable of until you in a situation. It don't have to be like fighting. It don't have to be. It don't have to be like a physical, like a fist fight. It can be, you know, like you coming across hard times, or you know, you need somebody to talk to. So you really don't know what type of friend you really have, and I always tell people that, like, you really don't know until the unexpected happens. Like, you just do not know, like, if that person is really on your side. So I mean, I already knew that he was a chump. He knew that he a chump. You know what I mean? I already told everybody he's, you know, you gonna see this on Facebook, or you know, once I post it, everybody know what I'm talking about and who I'm talking about. They might even be bold enough to tag his name in on the comments. I wouldn't do it, you know what I mean?
No,
I
I'm talking
wouldn't
to
do
you.
it. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I let him live. But you know, for me, it's just, you know, I just know how to choose, you know, who I'm gonna be around. And you see that I'm not around. I have love for everybody, but at the same time, going out, you're gonna see me go in, you're gonna see me come out. Like, it's just.
And then now like a robbery.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Like, I mean, I just don't do that, man. People be like, yo, you ain't gonna slide up? No. It's not nothing personal. They patting down. I'm like, they patting down. You know what I mean? When you get jumped enough, man, I've been jumped a lot. You know what I mean? So, nah, I'm gonna give me a chance. But
Yeah, no, that's smart though. But that's our show for the day, folks. You know, when y'all watch this, leave some comments.
Yes.
Maybe talk about y'all stories. Maybe you want to call in and tell a story one time. But you know, Ron Bra, NHT, signing out.
She wasn't with me shooting in the gym. She wasn't with me shooting in the gym.